And
do we start with a certain number of treasure points, or is it gained during?
it should be somewhere in the rules. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. Tyler there asking questions. It's somewhere.
Okay.
I remember you start with some, I think. Who knows? Hey, yeah, Alex. It's AFK right now. So we're doing a one-shot. And we brought Bert along with us. So,
Or Bert.
yeah, we're playing Tomb Punk. Yes. Oh my God. AFK, BRB. That's right. Yeah, we're doing a one-shot. We're playing some Tomb Punk from Alan Bahr's Galant Night Games. Yeah, super lightweight OSRE kind of dungeon crawl system. These people are all playing characters. One shot, I didn't ask them to come up with names. I didn't even put names on the overlay. You just get their real name. So you can name your character, cool. But when I refer to you, I'm going to be using your name.
My character will be Dan then.
That sounds like a great plan. Anyway, let's meet our cast. I'm Chuck. You fucking know me. Good job. Bert, who are you and where can people find you?
Hey, I'm Bert. You can find me on twitch.tv/SteamSteelMurder or the podcast at BlueMagic.com.
Nice. And
tonight I'm playing a halfling knave.
Nice.
Who was going to refer to himself as Son Julian, but since you're just going to say Bert, it will be Bert.
Okay, that's fair. That's all right. I was looking up a question for Tyler. It's on page 37 of the PDF. Dan, who the fuck are you and who are you playing?
Dan, then I'm playing Dan, the dwarf militant warrior who's just going to be a stack of meat and armor, pretty much.
Okay. That sounds fair. Who do we got next? We got Jake.
I'm Jake. I will be playing religious human warrior named Jacob Fairhill, but you can call him Jake.
Okay. Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe, playing a dwarven knave named Nakave. But that doesn't matter because I'm just Joe.
You're just Joe. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I realize I have like the map thing up and everything. We're not going to use it because I found out I was running this less than an hour ago, so I don't have images or anything to share. So, yeah, just
typical kobold fashion.
Yeah. What else? Tyler, I looked up your answer and I didn't find it. So no, you don't start with coins.
That's what I was figuring based on what the thing said.
Anyway, who the fuck are you playing?
I am playing a human brigand named Highwayman.
Okay. Highwayman. Other words known as Tyler.
Yes.
All right. So, to get us started, you all are an adventuring band, fairly fresh to the profession. And I got to tell you, being adventurers is expensive. First off, you got to eat, and it costs a coin every week just to feed yourself. So every month you're already in the bank 4 coins. Then you got to pay taxes to the king. That's another coin. So every month you're in the debt. You're in the red, 5 coins. But then you're also adventurers, which means that you have to pay the adventurer's tax. That's another coin. Every month, between food and paying your government, you're in debt 6 coins. With that, hungry bellies, tax collectors knocking on your door, you have all heard that there is a dungeon not too far, an old crypt. That's just, it hasn't been plundered yet. You're hoping that if you delve into it, you'll, be able to find some treasure that you can trade in to get money to eat food and pay your taxes. Yeah, you traveled, handful of days through the wilderness and you find yourself at the entrance. This is a really very simple system. In fact, it is all built around the dungeon crawl. So, that's all the introduction I'm going to give to the scenario. Then we're just going to get into it. Let me do something real quick for the overlay. Not the overlay. Just because it's very busy on the stream. And let's do this.
Open up the Twitch.
You slacker. All right, I'm just going to move us over here. Just a blank screen, nothing on it. But there is something important I need to notate. So the way this game works is the dungeons they're kind of weird. It's not I sit down and I come up with this hard set map where you have to explore everything until you get to the boss. No, it's not like that. The way it works is every dungeon has what they call a darkness value. The darkness value is the number of players times 2. So in this case, there's 5 of you, so the darkness value is 10. Every encounter you clear, afterwards, someone in the party rolls a die. I need to check what it is. And if they get under the value, what's called the light value, and that is simply the number of players. So in this case, it is 5. And if you get under that value, you reduce the dungeon's darkness by 1. That's great news. But if you don't, the darkness doesn't get reduced and you keep exploring. And finally, when the darkness has been reduced to 0, the dungeon is complete. You get your treasure. That's all there is to it. And
We need that treasure.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a little more, but do I remember it? That's dungeon gear, light and darkness. There's the rule.
I'm already thinking that combining this with Blood and Coin would make a fantastic game.
Yeah, it's got some really cool things to it. Super lightweight, no experience points. Your character doesn't get better by accumulating XP. You get better by accumulating treasure and using that to buy more qualities for your weapons. So your weapons just get better. But yeah, I've had that thought. In fact, I think I kind of stole some of the Coin and Blood rules in this. If you look at the core mechanic, no, maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, magical armors and weapons. I stole theirs. So we're going to throw in a little home rule. Well, maybe we'll roll it as is for tonight. And in the future, if we play this again, we'll do it. But yeah, throw in critical hits. Critical hits let you start, getting magical weapons. That would be great. Yeah. Toon Punk, yeah, you'll roll a d8 equal or under your light level, and you lower the dungeon's darkness by 1. But there are some monsters, and when you encounter them, they might increase the darkness value. So think of it kind of like Darkest Dungeon kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, darkness value on the table, it's a 10. All the little mice are floating around because I didn't remove that. And I'm not going to change the setting now because it'll refresh everyone's screen. So, yeah, you find it. This ancient moss-covered mausoleum. It's small, not large at all. You all force the doors open and proceed into the darkness. You're in the first room of the dungeon. You look around, it's this big circular room. And in this circular room, you see 6 passages. One pretty much straight at, 12 o'clock, one at 3 o'clock, one at like 4, one at 6, one at 9, and the last one's like at 10. So it goes around. But yeah, as you look around this dark, dusty room, the doors at noon, 3, and 6 are open. Yeah, Tyler's the only one behaving with his mouse.
I can't see anything.
Because you broke it.
You see
Yeah,
the big number 10.
There you go.
I do see number 10.
Yeah. Well, that's all there is right now. It's just a number 10
Oh,
There
okay.
we go.
with the little mouse icon
You mentioned
floating around the
you
screen.
mentioned other numbers, and I did not see those.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll expand this. We'll go darkness
Well,
equals 10. There you go.
You guys ever think that this whole economy of dungeon delving to pay our taxes is just not really self-sustainable? But then on the other hand, I mean, I'm sure most people just die and don't have to pay their taxes.
I mean, that
I
is
guess.
that is one way to not pay your taxes.
There
I
we
guess
go.
the best
As far as
way
I
to
know.
pay your taxes.
I mean, they could still try and tax you when you're dead.
I think they do. I heard this whole thing about this Sharon guy that wants 2 coins to like let you pass. So that's like a tax.
Mhm.
Oh God, you can't even die without money.
No, yeah. So I guess we should find
Oh,
some.
wow.
You know, 6 o'clock is dinner.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. Wait,
that
which-
sound to me.
yeah.
Yeah. You all walk up. This
Let's go.
archway, stands open, no door or anything stopping you. We all say, so the way also in this game, if it would come in a standard adventurers pack, you have it.
Okay.
The only thing you're not going to have is something that would give you advantage on a roll. So
Like a
thieves'
thieves' kit or
tools,
whatever.
yeah. If you could use it to give yourself a advantage on a roll, you don't have it. You have to buy those.
Okay.
They cost a coin each, and you're broke. So good luck.
So it's all dark down here. So who's carrying torches?
Some of you surely can't see in the dark.
Oh, I'm definitely carrying a
I've
torch.
got
I
dark
can
vision.
see.
Yeah,
My whip has
I can
burning.
see, and I
My
cannot
whip
use
will
my
glow in the
weapons
dark.
nice.
if I'm not using.
Figured I'd
Rave down
be
here.
busy with a sword in my shield, so I didn't want to have to deal with the light.
Okay.
Well, see, I just operate better in stealth, and it's kind of hard to be stealthy when you're holding something glowing and fire-like. It just makes you a target, really.
Is this the type of like? Do we have to be specific on how we're moving around, or we'll set off traps or that type of thing, or is it?
There's gonna be traps, but I'm not running anything that
Is-
strict. We're not using a map, so
Okay. I'm just not sure.
Anybody-
Is it just like the type of thing where if you fail a roll, it's explained through like you set off a trap, or is it like you actually have to?
So if you want to like check for traps, I would have you give me like a grit test, because you're exploring, you're looking, you're using your smarts.
Okay. Well, I do want to use my stealthy ability and try and take the lead. So it says
Here, I'll
I
just
have
be-
advantage on deafness checks related to sneaking, stealth, hiding, and avoiding being detected.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
I want to join you.
All right, both of you give me a deafness test.
I'll be trundling along behind the two of you.
Also,
So
pay attention.
Advantage means you roll 2 dice. Just
You'll
like
roll
in the
2d12.
other games.
Yep.
Yeah.
mhm. And it's
And you're
roll under.
Under. So yeah, Bert.
They're both under.
Yeah. And Joe, those are d20s.
One of mine is under.
You need to roll d12s.
Oh, D12s. That makes this significantly easier.
Yes.
You went hard mode and still managed to succeed.
What's your
Roll.
deafness score?
Under,
Under. At or under.
at, or under. Okay, yeah, 7.
7. So you both
I'm good.
succeed. You both move in. It's this strange looking kind of almost like churchy, temple-y room. You see ancient pews that are rotted. You see a little stage with a pulpit. But as you're all kind of sneaking through, you hear a scraping noise. This odd, rhythmic almost, a long scrape, then a pause, then a long scrape. And as you're kind of taking in this room, you see there is a door on the back, but kind of pacing around in front of the door, just kind of going back and forth, is this big, kind of gnarly looking lizard dude. But you can see he's missing chunks of flesh, like a big section of his tail's missing. Doesn't look armed, but it looks like his fingers come to really kind of wicked looking points.
Like, is he missing enough flesh that it looks like it should be dead? Like
Yeah.
it's undead type?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you all, you were good on your sneak. Is there something you want to do?
You see the one, right?
Just the one.
I'll look over to you.
Yeah.
Stake him out.
I think so. Question 2. So with sneak attack, it says if you attack an unaware enemy, if there's 2 people that are trying to sneak attack, is it like unaware per person? So like I could sneak attack it, then it'd be aware of me.
We're not
and
in
then
structured
would sneak
time,
attack.
so you could both.
You attack him, and when he turns around in shock, then Bert attacks the other backside.
Or, you know,
Yeah.
you both just go up side by side when he's facing away and both stab him. Each of you grab a kidney.
You go high, I go low.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, bring
Let's do it.
those kidneys back for me.
Yeah, Dan needs those.
Okay.
So what does Brutal
go.
2 actually do for you?
So you roll your
So-
damage 3 times, and you pick
Wow,
the
okay.
highest of all.
Oh, wow.
Basically,
One of my abilities
advantage on
lets me
damage.
re-roll the damage for the weapon as
Oh,
well.
wow.
You get to do that once, though, right?
Yeah, just once. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's a D12 to see if we hit.
Yep. So you're gonna. It's a regular check. Does your weapon have the ability that lets you use deafness?
Mine does. It's got light.
Nice. So yeah.
I've got a rapier.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
You'll.
my deafness and might are the same. So
Okay.
that's fine.
So yeah, both of you go ahead and roll your attacks.
Oh, 1 over.
Oh,
Damn
that
it.
sucks.
Ooh.
Dang. I am also over.
Wait, I only saw
no.
Joe's roll come through. Bert, did you roll?
I don't know why. So I'm assuming it's because I clicked something that Joe's got access on.
I only see Joe's roll. So
Or oh, you don't see mine at
I don't
all.
see
Okay.
yours. Go ahead and roll yours.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, that 9 it says. Well, so I still fail with
You
the
still
10.
fell. You both run up, and you both, Joe, you come up with your guitars and try, and Bert, you come up with your rapier, and you just catch like the lower rib bones, and your weapons harmlessly graze off of this, just shaving off some like zombie troglodyte jerky from the sides, and it whips around and hisses at you. And now we go into combat. So we're gonna say
It was good effort.
Bert and Joe are
Actually-
right up. Yeah.
We misheard each other. I said, you go high, I go low. You went low, and I went low.
Yeah.
That's it.
you bumped into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't both stab the sphincter, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Where is initiative? Initiative is kind of weird in this. Can I just search for initiative?
As long as one more person runs up, we get sneak attack again. So that'll be nice.
Exactly.
Except that we're all so far away now. Maybe. I don't know. I just walking, I assume.
Okay. So for initiative, everyone makes a deafness test.
Okay.
Under or over?
So you so regular deafness test.
Okay.
Pass.
Got it. Pass.
All right. So we're going to track initiative over here.
So what happens if we fail our deafness test?
If you fail, if you fail, you go after the monster. If you pass, you go before the monster.
Got it.
Now, the thing that's really weird here is on your turn, you only get one action.
Right. So I'll have to spend my action moving.
You move or you attack. You don't get to do both.
Okay.
So the next round in initiative, you can complete the other action. This is another rule that I'm not too fond of, but we're going to roll with it as is for right now.
Might make combat kind of slow, but
It might. But, it's the first time trying out a system. We'll see what we get. Let's see, we need a Dan. So what I'm going to do here is once I get everyone in, this is...
just write pass fail on it.
I'm just going to, from top to bottom, with monster in the middle.
Got it. That works also.
We need
Basic
Joe,
initiative tracker.
and we need finally.
Yeah.
It's a shame you can't have a text document be worked into the background or something.
Yeah, that would probably make things easier. I could just open a text document, but I don't know. Who?
So, do we
Bert-
get to decide among ourselves?
Yeah. Then when
What
it's
order we
on
go in?
your well, let me get this sorted out first. Bert, pass or fail?
Pass.
Pass. So you're gonna go before. Dan, pass or fail?
Fail.
Okay. It's just that. All right. Jake, pass or fail?
I don't know what number I'm trying to roll under, but it's definitely a fail.
You're rolling under your deafness score.
I failed so hard.
Okay, that's fine. Joe
Pass.
and Tyler.
Oh, I failed pretty badly.
Okay, so the two people who are in combat get to go first. And yeah, you all figure out amongst yourselves who's going first. Since Bert and Joe, you two are both up engaged with it, you can take your action to attack. You don't have to close any distance.
Let's
The
see, why
rest of
not?
you will need to close the distance.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we're both before it, so we can just roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you
Gonna
roll.
hamstring the sucker.
Oh, that hurts.
I got it.
You got it. All right, roll your damage.
Which is only a D6, unfortunately. 5. I'll take that.
All right. That's not bad. Yeah.
Seeing as it's undead, I'm trying to cripple it so it can't move around so easily.
All right. Five side. Okay. Cool. All right. So then the monster goes. You're both up in its business.
Yep.
1 to 2 is Joe. 3 to 4 is Bert. Bert, it is going to swing at you. And so I'm now going to roll a d12. And if I want to hit you, I got to get above your deafness total.
Which is an 8.
I got a 12.
Oh, you do that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Oh,
Ooh.
My attack damage is a d6.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have any armor on?
I do. Light.
Lights? How many? That just soaks 1. So
It's
Yeah.
just one. Yeah.
yeah, you take 1 point of damage.
And that comes directly off lifeblood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Dan, Jake, and Tyler. What do the three of you want to do?
walking.
Walk in, yeah.
I too shall walk. I will walk within 10 feet of this guy because my weapon
I
has
will
reach.
walk all up into his face business if I can get there.
Okay. Just making some notes over here.
Just having a good old time.
So it doesn't dictate that we re-roll initiative anytime or each time. So do we have a preference in the group? Do you want to roll initiative each round or you just want to keep this?
I'm okay with it.
Doesn't matter to me.
Fine with this.
Okay,
I'm fine with this.
cool. Then Bert and Joe, it's your turn again.
Cool. Let's see if third time's the charm.
Joe, that's going to
I
be a hit.
Sweet. Sweet.
And Bert,
So
you want to put your attack roll out there?
That might do it.
5 damage.
5 damage, and it's armor piercing 1.
Ooh,
Okay.
am I back up too?
What's that?
Am I back up to the top too? Yep.
Good to go.
All right. Try and get the other leg. Miss it.
But as this thing's there hissing at you, Bert, Joe just kind of goes low and buries his guitars into this thing's stomach and just rips it to pieces. As you've all slain your first monster,
I get covered in like old gore.
Right.
There's no blood because it's undead. It's like
it's just strips of wet jerky. Yeah. Yeah. What was that, Dan?
Oh, I'm playing around with dice macros,
Oh, okay.
which I have like no experience with. So
All right. So, first encounter's over. Joe, you got the kill, so roll us a d8
Sweet.
and get 5 or less.
All right.
3. You all
3.
have successfully reduced the dungeon darkness by 1.
Nice.
ooh,
Cool.
So, as you're standing in this room, staring at this dead creature, you can see in the back of this little chapel is a door.
Okay. Is there any sort of like search or loot thing? Like, does it have
No.
anything on it?
No, you don't
Okay.
get anything until the end of the dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Does the door look like reinforced in any way, or
This looks like a simple
got-
wooden door.
okay? I will
Kick it open.
try to open it stealthily.
Sure.
Uh,
You go to open it, and it doesn't budge.
Okay. Does one of our stronger peoples want to take a swing at it, or
is it a might tech?
It would be a might test.
Yeah, I'll take a swing at it.
Dan, you rolled a 0.
How's that even?
did, and I'm not even sure how. I was trying to
do you
make
do the detail on it?
Yeah. Tyler, that is a pass.
Yes, it is.
So you go and you give the door a wiggle. It feels like just old age has rusted the hinges. So you put a heavy boot to it and give it a hard kick. And it screeches as the hinges kind of give away and the door swings open. And then the hinges fail and the door just clatters to the ground.
Sorry, that wasn't very stealthy.
Yeah, you're looking inside a basic rectangular room. Straight ahead, kind of at the far corner of the room, you see another door. For you, it's going to be turning left.
Okay.
This room's empty. I mean, dust on the floor, but I mean, other than that, it is completely empty.
Okay. Can I check for traps?
Sure. Give me that grit test.
The grit. Okay.
As
Hey,
you're
a
moving
pass.
through, you find a series of stones, like the tiles, stretching across from left to right. They're, about 1 foot wide. They match all the other ones. But as you're kind of searching, you see that they got a little bit of wiggle to them. And as you look around, you realize on the far side of the room that there's a series of holes that go clear across. Probably some kind of like arrow trap.
Okay. I'll relay that to everyone not to step on the loose stones.
Okay.
Cool.
What do y'all want to do?
Were there two ways
There's
to
just one
navigate
door.
through this room, or just one?
You just see
opening
the one
on
door
back
on the
left?
far on the left.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go up to that. I'll try and do it stealthily.
Yeah.
That's a 1, so
Yeah, not a problem.
pass.
Yeah, you make it up to the door.
I'll tell everyone to walk the path I took to avoid the traps.
I like the sound of that.
You said it's another door that's closed.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I hear anything on the other side of it?
You put your ear, you give a listen. You don't hear anything. If you want to be sure about that, I want a grit test.
Okay. I don't hear anything.
Yeah. You don't hear anything.
Okay. I'm still going to cautiously open the door, but I'll try and push it open. Or does it pull in or push open?
It pulls in.
Okay. I'll pull it in.
Sure. Yeah, you pull the door open. It's from where you're at, a long hallway. Probably about 20, 30 feet from where you're at. It splits into it's a four-way intersection. There's a left, there's a right, but straight ahead you see another door. Hanging above this intersection, from the ceilings, which are like 15 feet up, you see an old chandelier covered in like cobwebs.
Like scarily large cobwebs, or like
Ages
normal.
Yeah, normal.
Okay,
Ordinary cobwebs.
that's good at least. All right. Which way do we want to go, guys? Looks like it's a 4-way.
Nobody said there'd be decision making. Left.
To the left, it is.
Okay.
Okay. So where you're at left. All right.
Mm.
Yeah, you turn left. Very long hallway. Kind of disappears into the darkness. From somewhere ahead in this hallway, this strange rustling noise. Like as soon as you start turning down to move forward, you hear this odd rustling noise. Not like metal on metal, and not like the sound of that lizard creature walking. Just like almost think like a bag of leaves getting kicked around.
Perhaps the sound of many spiders.
Oh, that sounds undesirable.
Bats, lots of bats.
Or bats. I'm not holding the torch or anything. Maybe someone with a torch wants to swing at that.
I'll try to burn it out.
Okay. You move forward with your torch. As you slowly move forward with this light kind of guiding your path, eventually it comes up to the door and you can hear this rustling noise is coming from something on the other side of the door. Oh, snap. There's the lollygaggers.
Hey.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for swinging by. And Stanley M. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, thanks for that follow. It's fantastic. We're playing Toon Punk, and you might notice there's a Bert. Anyway, so Tyler, yeah, you move up to this door, and you can hear whatever's making this noise is coming from the other side.
Can I check the door, like wiggle the handle, or?
It feels a little stuck, but nothing you couldn't easily force. But as soon as you kind of grab the handle and kind of give it a little jiggle, it's old, rusty, kind of a little squeaking. The rustling noise stops.
Oh.
Oh,
They know I'm
They unrustled their jimmies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this looks like a time for meat wad, basically, to open the
snap.
door and
Sure.
see what happens.
Sure. Ashley, thanks for that follow. So do you throw the door open and move in, Dan?
Sure. Let's not dilly-dally.
Okay. You throw the door open, and you see absolutely nothing.
Oh, perfect.
Just
There's
a
nothing in here, guys.
square, basic room. Jake, give me a grit test.
Oh boy. Wonder if I do this. Will this?
Is it a pass or a fail?
It's... No, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Instead of trying to roll under 8, instead it just rolled 8. Okay, so that's a pass.
Okay. As you're so distracted, you're so focused to this, you're watching Dan move up and open this door and move into the room. Very suddenly you hear heavy clacking sounds moving up fast right behind you. As you whip around, you see a giant bear skeleton, but this bear skeleton has like a bird skull head.
But can it see in dark caves? That's the
Shut up,
big
Jake.
question.
Shut up, Jake.
Well, it's not a dark cave because I have a torch, so.
Go ahead and give me a courage test, Jake. You can
All
roll
right.
me a d6 and try and get under your courage score.
I just want one.
I don't know if a skeletal bear is more or less scary than a normal bear.
Okay.
That meets my courage.
So that's good. That's all we need. Which is good. Let's see here. Oh God, not that. Sure, why not this? Yeah, so you pass. So this thing runs up on you, tries to attack you. I'm not giving it an instant hit since you were aware of it. So I'm going to roll against your deafness score. I got to get above your deafness. And I roll an 8
It got it.
as this thing slashes hard at you, dealing you 5 damage. You got armor on?
Yeah, it's only light though, so.
Okay.
But still,
4 damage.
warriors are still tanky, so I'm all right.
With that, I think we got to do initiative again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because now there's this giant skeletal owlbear standing right in front of Jake.
That's freaking huge.
Ah!
Oh,
I
it's an
can
owl
use
bear.
my macro now.
I just see it rolled a 0.
Yes, 0 successes.
Okay. Okay.
It makes perfect sense.
All right. That works. Bert, pass or fail?
Fail.
Joe, pass or fail?
Pass.
Nice. Dan?
Fail. Since I'm wearing heavy armor, I assume I have to roll with disadvantage on this since it's a deafness check.
Yeah.
So I'm just using this formula here to 2d12, keep the highest and count successes at
Okay.
7 or less.
Jake, pass or fail?
Pass.
And Tyler.
Oh, that was a big fail.
Okay, so Jake and Joe, you two are up front or up first. Jake, you are in melee range with this. Joe, you're back by the door, so you would have to use your movement to close the distance.
Okay. That's all I'll do. I'll move up to it.
Jake,
And I will attack.
all right, go ahead.
I have to attack with disadvantage as my whip is unwieldy.
Uh-oh.
No.
So your first attack
It's,
was a 10, so you're gonna have a
yeah.
fail.
Either way, that's yeah. I just failed even more though, so that's fine.
Great success.
All right, you fail. This thing attacks at you again. Throw out a d12. What's your tough or deafness?
6.
Okay, it fails the attack. So Tyler, Dan, and Bert, I think the three of you are gonna have to use your action to close the distance, unless you got ranged.
I have reached. Does that?
No, because you didn't force. You jiggled the handle though, so
I was up at the door.
yeah, I'll say you'll definitely have to move. Using that reach
Okay.
thing, you can move up to attack, and it won't be able to attack you back. It would have to move. So yeah, everyone is now closed in,
Yeah. I'll move
which
Okay.
means that it's up to Jake and Joe.
Have fun,
Cool.
guys.
Oh boy.
You want to go first, Jake?
Yeah. Let's try that again. Ugh, still a fail.
Okay, Joe.
All right. Fail.
Okay. Tyler, did you move just up close enough that way you could use your reach ability?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so I've got 4 targets. Joe, this thing swings at you.
Sweet.
What's your deafness total?
7.
I got a 4. It hits.
Wait. I thought I had to roll
Oh,
over.
I'm sorry. You're right. I have to roll
Yeah.
over. Yeah, I fail. Good catch. I was so into the thought of rolling under that I fucked it up. Okay, yeah, it
It's a lot of
swings
going back and forth.
and it misses. Tyler, Dan, and Bert, you all are up in melee range. If you want to make some attacks, you can.
Sure.
Yeah, and there are
I will
multiple people
attempt to
around
attack.
it. So
There are.
my
Bob and
thingy
weave.
goes off.
Nope. I do not attack it.
It's a roll under, right?
Roll
Roll under
under.
might.
Ooh, Bert.
I hit
nice.
So brutal 2. I roll 3d6 then and take the
wow.
best.
You do.
Yeah, you could probably borrow this formula if you want.
So
What?
4.
4. I record 4. Okay, back at the top of the initiative.
I think you could use this, Bert, if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Jake and Joe, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to try and hit it again. I hit this time.
You hit. Good
Cool.
job.
Yay.
So I get to roll 3d8 and take the best.
It's 5.
5, and it's armor piercing 1.
Okay. Jake.
All right. Roll number 1. God dang. No matter what I roll, it's a fail. So
Okay.
Oh no.
This is going to be against you, Jake.
all right. That's fair.
I get a 4. That's going to be a miss.
Mhm.
Tyler, Dan, and Bert, you're up.
Hey, I got a success.
Nice. Ooh,
Oh,
that hurts. Tyler, is that
I tied.
that's a success then.
All right.
And 10 damages.
Holy crap.
wow.
Wow.
It's
Wait, what?
Tyler, how much
Oh.
damage do you do?
Warrior is
Um,
1d10 plus courage. So
Oh, okay.
oh wow.
Sorry, I do a D8 damage. I'm just there's the dice. No, what the fuck? Oh, I'm so dumb. Here.
Oh, 8 damage. Fantastic. You and Dan teaming up on this thing just smash it to bits as the skeleton dies.
hooray.
Okay. And this counts as another room's clearance. So, Dan's 1-2, Tyler's 3-4. 4. Tyler, if you would roll us a D8 and get less than 5. 5 or less.
I believe in you.
Big money.
You do. You reduce the darkness another step.
Sweet. Progress.
We did it.
We're a fifth of the way there. Living on a prayer.
Nice. You stay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's space these out so I can grab them.
Solid D8.
Don't mind me. Just testing that macro.
Okay. Yeah, you destroy this thing. You could backtrack to see where it came from, or you could check out the room where that weird rustling was coming from until Tyler touched the door.
Like we didn't get like Scooby Dooed by it, where it like ran around out a door and just came up behind us.
I don't know. You could check to see
I'll
if
be
that's
honest,
what
I thought
happened.
that was what happened too.
What do you want to do?
I'll turn back around to the feather door. It might still be dangerous.
Okay, yeah. You move in. It's this square room. No signs of doors or anything. Just 3 stone block walls, ceiling and a floor.
Does someone want to look with their special eyes and see if they see anything in here?
Is there a check for like hidden doors or something like that?
Still be great.
Okay. I have terrible grit, but
Yeah.
I'll look. I've got great luck though with my grit.
Okay.
So that's pass.
You're looking around and you realize that the back wall looks odd. It's kind of got some weird kind of crinkles in the stonework that seems to kind of like run through the different blocks. And as you give it just the slightest poke, it moves. And you realize that this is like a canvas, a tarp, something like that, that has been painted
Oh.
to look like a wall.
I've heard good things hide behind fake walls.
Yeah.
And by that I mean like good things to kill.
Always.
What do you want to
Okay.
Start walking.
Yeah. I'll point that out to everyone and see if I can like kind of push on the edge so we like make an opening on one side.
do? Yeah. It seems like it's only really attached on the top and the bottom. So as you kind of like grab the edge along the wall, you can easily get your fingers through the seam and you pull it to the side. And yeah, it's easy enough. You could step through.
Okay. I'll stealth and take a look on the other side.
Follow
those
also
are-
selfie.
Okay.
Both pass.
I'll follow further behind. Definitely not stealthing.
So I'll tell you
You
what,
two shall not stealth.
Bert, if you want to give me your deafness test for stealthing.
Sure. And this is a deafness
I'll be right
test.
back.
Okay, so it's D12 under.
And you get advantage on it because you're a knave.
Not a problem.
All right, 6 is a pass. So I'll tell you what, since the 2 of you passed it, I am not going to let the 3 skeletons hiding behind the tarp have free attacks against you.
Oh,
As you
Okay.
go to slip through, and like they didn't notice it first, like you don't know what they're doing. Each of them holds a rusty sword in their hand. But you pull the tarp aside, you start stepping through, and then you see them in the darkness before they see you. You're not in melee range, but do you two want to take an action before we get back to initiative?
I think we should just let everyone else know.
Yeah. I don't really want to get into a fight
Okay.
with.
Are you gonna
Three
fall back
things.
or grab the
Yeah.
tarp or? Yeah. So
Is there anything past them?
you see a door behind them.
There's a door behind them. Okay.
No, I'm sorry, a hallway.
A hallway behind
Yeah.
them. Okay. So the door leading into this room, was it like a choke point type, or was it like the same width as the wall?
the
Like,
same.
could we all be up?
Well, it's a wide hallway. Think like 8 to 10 feet wide, but this room is wider than it. It's like 20, 25 feet wide.
Okay. All right. I'll probably just poke back and let everyone know, like, hey, there's 3 skeletons. Do we want to like get the drop on them, try and ambush them, and
If we try to ambush, it takes me an hour to set it up, okay?
if we, in this case, like, do we have to roll a stealth to ambush if we know they're there, or like, could we charge them as an ambush, or?
Well, I was thinking we hide on either side of the door. They make noise. They come through the doorway to attack our meat-filled suits. And then we stab them in the back when they come through.
Yeah, we could do
That's a
that.
great plan. Yes.
I'd be down for that.
My,
Yeah,
my
I'll back out
intention
and be on the
is
other side of
that
the
my
door.
character is just moving forwards at all times. So if they went forwards, he is too, just not at the same speed.
All right. I think we're backing up, making noise, trying to bait him into this doorway.
Perfect. I'll meet him eventually, whatever it is.
Cool.
I'll be 5 feet behind Dan.
All right.
I can be the one
Yeah.
making noise. I don't care.
Yeah, Jeff, 100 will get them a banked advantage, 200's a banked reroll, or if you throw out 500, I'll throw a random encounter at them, and we know how well that goes. Oh shit, Jeff, that is amazing.
Straight up random.
We will get to that. As you all fall
I think
back.
it's 5 advantages.
No, that whoop says it all. Was that advantages or was that a random encounter, Jeff?
Pretty sure that's an encounter. Kill them all.
Beautiful, Jeff.
a one
Yeah,
shot.
you
Do
all
it.
fall back. If I hear correctly, Joe first, you got it. If I heard you correctly, you're going to make a lot of noise, try and lure these things out, and then ambush them when they make their way out of the door through the room, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And Bert and I are still stealthed, so
Okay. We'll keep, your stealth, not a problem. Everyone kind of sets up in this attack with Bert on one corner on the other side of the door and Joe on the other. Who's doing something to try and lure them out? Who's trying to call
Me.
them and make that
I'm
noise?
just
Oh, okay, that works.
I'll tell you what, make me a grit test with advantage.
I'm just stomping forwards mindlessly.
So are you moving up to the tarp to distract them? Or are you hanging
we're trying
out?
to get them to come to us.
I'll just stomp really loudly near the tarp.
Okay. So
Does that sound fair?
your crew's behind you. So for this to work, what you'll do is if they start coming towards you, you use your turn to retreat. Hopefully the skeletons follow, and that will let them have their ambush.
Okay. 0 successes on that grit check.
Okay. I like it. They leap out, ready to attack. If you would have passed, I was going to let you have your action first.
I didn't.
But since you didn't, you need to make me a deafness test.
Great. I'm also great at those. 0 successes.
Okay. So skeletons.
I think I've rolled 1 successful roll this entire campaign so far.
Nice.
We're very proud of you.
All right.
Oh my god.
So the first one gets a 10. What's your deafness?
It is 8.
Okay. First one hits. Second one gets a 6, so that's a miss. Third one misses. All right. So one of them hits you and deals 1 point of damage.
No problem.
Okay, so then you use your action to fall back. They all come stumbling towards you. You lead them through the door, and as you do, you pass by Joe and Bert. Joe and Bert, the skeletons follow in single
Do the
file.
stabbing.
You want to go for the first,
Okay.
the second, or the third?
Second and third. Huh?
Yeah. I'll go for the one in the back. And
I'll go for the second.
Cool.
Well, I think we would have to go for the one in
Actually-
the first if we want a sneak attack.
Why don't we?
Right.
No. Why don't we both go for the last one? Because I don't think we'll do enough damage to Fell individually anyway. So let's
We could
both
just
attack the
take
last.
turns.
Debbie, thanks for that sub. That's fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll both do the last one. All right.
So we'll let them all through, and we'll attack the last one, Chuck.
Okay.
So let them all kill Dan and attack.
Yes.
Dan
I don't think you get
beginning.
advantage when you're.
Ah. Actually, wait. No, we do get advantage, right?
Do we?
We're sneak
Do we
attacking.
get advantage when we're?
If it's a sneak attack, look at
It should be on
the
the
names.
the description of the knave.
Checks related to sneaking?
Well, I think. I mean, let me double check.
No, well,
Someone else.
sneaking, hiding, and avoiding being detected. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know that would.
I
don't-
think brigands get advantage on sneak attack
Yeah.
or something like that.
I do.
Maybe
not.
it's a
They
scoundrel.
don't.
Yep. So we both miss.
Okay.
Awesome.
Perfect.
It's all going according to plan.
Everything's coming up great. Jeff, this still is not your random encounter. This was a planned encounter, so just you wait. Let's do initiative.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, how
I
much
just
worse could it
copied and
go?
pasted this
much worse
macro
could it
because
go?
I'm going to use it a lot tonight. It sounds like
No.
Nice.
no successes.
None. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Heavy armor and my dice are not friends.
Okay. Let's see. Jake, pass or fail?
Pass.
Cool. Joe, pass or fail?
Fail.
Ouch. Tyler, pass or fail?
Oh, I'm always gonna fail these. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Dan, pass or fail?
Absolutely failed.
Bert, pass or fail?
Fail.
Oh, so
All failed.
Jake, you're the one who gets to go first. These
Oh, boy.
skeletons, I'll say you were also kind of in an ambush position, so you are, not too far from Bert and Joe, and they did wait for the last one. So the first one is right up in striking range with you.
Well, I was hoping to be 5 feet behind Dan so I could be 10 feet away from.
If that, we can say that. If you wanted to be
Yes.
further back, sure. Yeah, you're further away.
Because
Your whip have reach?
yes, it does.
Okay.
I did not do that appropriately. Hooray, go me. This is what I do.
How do you?
So you have to go to your macros down at the bottom, the 1 through 0 boxes. Click on one, it'll bring up a new macro box, and you just paste what Dan gave in that command. And then you can hit save. And then when you click on it, it'll do the thing. But it doesn't
Cool,
let you
okay.
copy and paste from that chat.
Gotcha. Let's try that then. No. All right. Boy, oh boy.
How do we get to the macro thing again?
It's the
Oh,
bar on the bottom
Dang.
with all the number boxes. If you just click on one of them, it'll
Mhm.
open up the macro command entry thing, and you should just be able to paste your command in there.
I'm just gonna roll a d12.
Okay.
Hey, it's gonna be a fail anyway. So
Okay, you miss. 3 skeletons. So, Dan, you ran, then they followed you. First one's in striking range, Dan.
That's fine. Probably, maybe.
And hit on this one. I got a 1, so that is a fail.
Luckily, that'll be a miss.
Let's see. 2 is not immediately in striking range with anyone, but 3 has a choice between Bert and Joe. 1 to 2 is Joe. 3 to 4 is Bert. Bert. Let me click on that. I got a 9.
Yep. Got me.
All right. That is going to deal 1 point of damage.
I've got armor that reduces 1.
Nice. Very cool. All right. Then Tyler, Dan, Bert, and Joe. I think
Sounds
everyone is in melee range with something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll double up on whichever one you attack, Joe, just so we can do maximum damage.
So you are
Okay.
all up on 3. So the 2 of you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We both are melee of 3. Yeah. Let's do 3.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Is 3 within reach of Tyler with his
Tyler, where would you
10
have
foot.
been? Would you have been waiting up?
I
with
would have
the-
been back a couple steps because I have a reach weapon, so I wouldn't have been right at the door anyway.
I will say no. Tyler is in reach with 1. We'll say
Okay.
1 and 2, but not 3.
Okay.
So you attacking 3?
And I miss.
Okay. Bert, you want to give it a go?
Sure.
Ugh,
Miss.
that's rough. All right, that was Bert and Joe. Tyler and
Well.
Dan.
Wildly can.
Dan, you can hit
Um,
1. Tyler, you could hit 1 or 2.
I'll
I'm gonna
hit
go up
1.
to number 1 as well.
Okay, both of you roll your attacks.
Does it roll under or roll over?
These are roll under, so you both
Ah,
miss.
Failure.
Jake, it's your turn.
Okay. I'll go after 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is
All
that
right.
it?
That means I get to roll a second time
Oh,
because I have disadvantage.
there you
I
go.
still hit it, so
You
that's
hit.
good.
Nice.
You want to give me
Oh,
that
boy.
damage?
Let's see here. Nope. Okay. God dang.
Oh, that was.
I don't know how to do macros.
Make sure you're putting them as chat and not script. And if you want, I can give you what I have.
And it's fine. I'll just do this.
6 damage. Your whip
Oh
tears.
no, that does it does 10 damage or 11 damage because I deal courage on account of my being a warrior and on account of my whip being sanctified as well. It also deals my will damage
Nice shit.
to undead creatures.
You rip skeleton number 1 to bits. It has been defeated.
What's
All right.
what's the score you're trying to make a macro for, Jake?
1d or I guess 1d12 with a disadvantage under 6.
With disadvantage. Okay.
Okay, so the monsters now go. 2 is going to move up to Dan, but it doesn't have an action to attack. But 3 is now going to swing at Bert again.
Oh, I see my problem. I accidentally put 2s12.
Yeah, I got a 1, so it misses.
Oh,
Bert.
details.
All right, Tyler, Dan, Bert, and Joe, you all are up.
All right.
Nope.
Okay,
I should just not do anything.
Yes.
Bert hits.
And there's multiple people. on
Super.
it. So here we
Tyler
go.
hits.
Yes.
I'm just gonna move around and just wait
I hit
to,
as well.
to see if I take damage or not.
You're you're the distraction.
I'm
So
just
5.
Okay.
I should have named my character Meat One.
Yeah. All right, Bert, I got 5 recorded.
Oh, I needed damage though.
The highest I
3.
rolled was 3 out of that. So
Not
3 armor piercing 1.
Okay. With you and Bert teaming up on 3, that is enough to destroy it. All that remains is 2, And Tyler, you just
Awesome.
do 1 point of damage.
I tickle it with the tip of my spear or pike.
Give him a little tickle.
Yeah, just the hairs on his chin.
So let me double check something real quick. Tyler, you're playing a warrior, right?
Yes. No, brigand.
I think I'm the only warrior, maybe.
I thought Jake was a warrior.
Are you a
too.
warrior, Jake?
I am.
Okay.
Oh wow. So the knave, the brigand, knave, and scoundrel are from the was it the Blackguard Black Company? I think it's Blackguard rule book or source book for this, and the other three are from the core book.
Ah.
And so the brigands don't get to add extra damage, but the warriors do.
Yes. Plus courage.
Let's do a quick adjustment on this because it's, well, no, because you guys get a lot more special abilities than the others. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
we get
fine.
2 special abilities,
Yeah.
so I'm okay with it.
Mhm.
Okay, so Tyler, 1 point of damage. That takes us back to Jake. 1 skeleton
Okay.
remains.
Let's see if I got this dang thing working now. I don't. God dang.
Oh, you forgot the slash.
Ah.
So close.
Hey, 0 successes.
You did.
It was worth it just for that.
Wait, so you rolled an 8 and a 4, and you got to roll under 6. Oh, but you have disadvantage. You have to take the
Wait.
highest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Last skeleton swings at Dan, because Dan, you're up in melee.
Yep.
I got a 5.
Neither are good enough.
Cool. Tyler, Dan, Bert, and Joe.
I'm attack.
Yeah, Bert and
Attacking.
Joe, you two would have to move to get up into attack range.
Oh, so moving then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Moving.
I'm gonna
Hey,
pace Joe so that we're attacking the same one.
sure.
I get to
Cool.
do damage. 12
Holy
damages.
shit, man. You tear that skeleton to bits.
Yeah.
You don't hit often,
Actually-
but when you do.
I should have actually said, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Feel
The
like going-
skeletons are slain. That room is handled. Dan, you got the killing blow. Give me a D8.
Oh, man. So sorry, everyone.
7 is not going to do it. Darkness level does not decrease.
Man.
Predictable outcome.
You can see the tarp was torn down when these skeletons burst through, and you can see a hallway continuing on.
I still haven't heard anything that sounds like the sound that we heard in here before.
So I would say if you go and kind of move the tarp around, it makes that crinkling noise.
Okay, so something was coming and going through, and maybe just the wind was blowing.
Yeah,
Someone
or the
was farting on the other
skeletons were
side.
getting it into position, or I don't know. I mean,
Somebody was farting on the other side. and it was-
somebody was definitely farting on the other side.
I feel confident in that. Such foul wind sweeps through these caves.
Oh, I guess I'll continue. You said there's a hallway past them?
Yeah,
I want to check it for traps.
sure. Give me a grit test.
That meets it. So I think that's a success.
That's all we need. You carefully prod along, and you find that it's safe, and eventually this hallway opens up into this huge chamber. It's like almost like a throne room, and you see there's these on the where you would be looking at it on the right end of the room. So it's a rectangular, and you're kind of coming into the side of it. You look to the left, and eventually, and you see way down there on the left wall is a door, this large, grand double door. But looking to the right, you can see like this big throne on this raised platform with these stairs going to it. And at the top of that throne, you see a very well-dressed looking dead dude slumped over in his chair.
I don't like that. I'm gonna relay that back to everybody. How far away from the door would it be? About like
I would say probably 60 feet.
Do we want to like try and do the same sort of thing where you guys like get in position at the bottom of the stairs or something, and I'll just come stomping in, and if it like gets them to attack me, then you can attack them from behind or something.
sure.
Sure.
Okay. So is that the plan? Everyone else is kind of hiding behind the stairs to jump out and ambush, while Dan fearlessly plots up the stairs and goes and pokes the dead dude in the face.
Brainlessly also might work.
Sure, yeah, not a problem.
As a good can of meat does.
Yeah. You
I'll
all,
do my best to stealth.
yeah, Bert, if you want to give me
Yep.
that as well.
I pass.
Since you two are mechanically dependent on stealthing for your extra damage, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both pass.
Or either stealth or 3 people have to be engaged
Oh,
with
okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're all kind of hidden. Jake and Tyler, you're kind of a little further back than Joe and Bert, but you got reach weapons, so you can, everything will work out just fine. But Dan, it's when you get about halfway up the stairs, you hear the large double doors at the far end of the hall fly open with this loud just crash as you turn around and you look and you see a very ragged looking human with a cast iron skillet. You see a dwarf with this big beard and this big gnarly looking axe, and you see a halfling in a loincloth with a bow and arrow. As the halfling yells out, "Oi! That's my treasure! Quick, Mifune, get him!"
Gosh.
We're doomed.
As Jeff's random encounter is in fact Jeff,
That's good.
Bert, and Jeremy from our Thunder Rift game.
I assume they've already eaten conifer at this point in time.
Absolutely they have. Absolutely they have. And Finlar, you're, in the back taking inventory of all the loot you found.
I just imagine he drank something and now he's out of it for a while.
Oh yeah, you got another mushroom barrel, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Now
swear
they're
I'm
way
always
at
looking
the other
wrong
end
way.
of the room.
Wrong way every time.
But yeah, they
Y'all just come up here and take it from me then, I guess, as I just continue going up the stairs.
you do. And the halfling, looks like we got us a bunch of halflings up there trying to take our treasure. Let's eat them, boys.
I figure if I can lure them onto the stairs, then it'll make life easier for the team.
It could. It very well could. Or we could roll initiative.
I mean, I didn't want to.
That sounds like no.
So
I know how.
Here's what we're going to do. To get to the center of the room, I'm going to call it 2 movements. So, Jake, pass or fail on initiative.
See this here. Okay, success.
All right, Tyler,
Fail.
Dan.
Success somehow.
Oh, wow.
I don't even
Bert,
think I wanted to succeed.
Got it.
Joe.
Pass.
So, Tyler, you're the only one that failed. All right. So, Bert, Joe, Dan, and Jake, you all get to go first. Now, the angle that these 3 come into the room, they can very easily see. Well, You guys did succeed on your stealth, and you are kind of hiding around the edges of these stairs.
Mhm.
And then Jake and Tyler are even kind of further back. Yeah, they only see you, Dan.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'll just keep on going up the stairs and say, well, come on
Is
then.
there like debris or anything to move along in this room to try and?
No, it is a big
Stealth,
empty. Think like an
distance.
old
Okay.
king's petition chamber, where it's just this big empty grand chamber. There's probably like banners and tapestries that were hanging at one point. It all just focuses on the throne at the far end of the room. That way everyone else has to stand while the king sets. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to try and draw them up to the stairs.
Yeah, you continue on up the stairs. Are you saying something to try and get them riled up and come after you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I ain't got time to wait for you. I'm coming to get the treasure. I'll deal with you when I'm done.
Okay. Why don't you go and give me a grit test?
Hey, that's a pass.
Yeah, you enrage them, and especially, the dwarf. Well, this ain't gonna stand. I can't do any of their voices. This ain't gonna stand. They try to take our loots. And Bert, what does Mifune say?
Hit him with the frying pan.
Okay. So yeah, well, I guess, are the rest of you staying in your hiding positions, waiting for them to close in and ambush them?
Yeah, if they're running, if we see them running
It looks like they're going to start
sure.
running towards you, yeah, or running towards Dan. Okay.
Yeah, then we'll just hold tight and
Yeah.
jump out.
So yeah, all of them, the three of them, they use their one action to, get a quarter of the way across the room. Tyler, are you continuing to wait for them to close up?
Yes.
Okay. Then we're back at the top. Bert, Joe, Dan, Jake. Anything you're
Would I
doing?
be
or
like
still
at
waiting?
the top of the
Yeah,
stairs?
Yeah, you're
or-
at the top now.
Then I'll spend some time just kind of looking around.
Sure. Are you
Yeah.
prodding the dead dude any?
Not just yet. I just kind of want to make it look like I'm looking for a loot, but really I'm just paying attention to what they're doing.
Okay, cool.
Just trying to keep them irritated.
Sure.
I don't know if any of us are going to do anything before they make it to us.
Okay,
So
that's fine. Then we'll just
We can
move
just-
through. They continue, and they get to the 50% mark, halfway through the room. Then it passes back to all of you. You keep doing what you're doing, either hiding or Dan trying to agitate them by looking for loot. Now, McGavin doesn't close the distance.
I didn't think he would, but
He knocks an arrow and he shoots it at you. Presuming that McGavin has spent some treasure to upgrade his shooting ability.
oh no.
He launches an arrow at you with advantage. I get a 12.
Oh, that'll hit.
And he is going to do 2d6 plus that. He hits you for 7 points of damage.
No problem.
Okay, you just tank it all.
I take it all.
Oh wow, that's
Oh my
impressive.
gosh.
Man.
I have 7 armor reduction.
Oh, that's great.
holy crap.
Yeah, the other two,
Something just tickled me.
they clear up to the 75% mark. So
Okay.
on their next turn, they'll get to the foot of the stairs, and that's when you'll all be able to jump out and start your surprise attack.
Stabbing.
Yeah. Dan, are you changing anything now that you've been shot?
I may just turn around and come halfway back down the stairs. That way we can expedite this a little bit.
Okay.
I don't
cool.
want to give Gavin 2 free shots.
Yeah. Yeah, then the two of them finally close the distance to the bottom of the stairs. I will say that, you're all going to have to spend an action moving out and then attacking, but this is the part I don't really like. It doesn't really give a good natural way to do, like, I leap out and I attack them from surprise. So I'm going to say on this first round of attacks for everyone who's not Dan, you're going to get advantage on this first attack.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan, eventually you make it to the bottom of the stairs. They close in, passes back to your guys' turn. Dan, you move up into melee. Bert, you move up into melee. Joe, you move up into melee. And Jake and Tyler, you move just outside so you can take advantage of your reach weapons. But McGavin does shoot at you again, Dan.
That's fine.
Ooh, I need to roll D12s, not D20s.
I appreciate that.
7.
That won't hit.
Okay. It harmlessly just bounces off your armor. Okay, so Bert, Joe, Dan, and Jake, everyone but Tyler, you can now take your action.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just
Yeah.
attack
I
whoever's
think
closest.
For Bounty or Mifune.
Let's go for Bowdy, because
That's fine.
He's got the actual weapon.
Who you going for, Joe?
he looks
Yeah,
slightly more
I
menacing.
think I want to go for whoever I think could drop the fastest.
Between
not
two.
succeed.
for Bounty or Mifune, Mifune is this farm boy with a frying pan, and for Bounty is this tanky looking dwarf with a battle axe.
Yeah, probably going for the frying pan guy.
Yeah, so
All
Mifune,
right.
that's Bert's character from the game.
Yes, I get to kill my own character. Let's go, Joe.
Let's do it. All right.
Oh,
Or
nope.
Did you say we were doing advantage on?
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
jump
get
out of the
advantage.
Yeah, got
on
advantage.
these.
Okay, so my first one missed, and my
Second one hits.
How did I roll a 13?
Are
What?
you rolling d20s?
I rolled the wrong
rolling a
die.
D20.
Yeah.
You rolled a d20, yeah.
All right. So success.
All right.
Nice.
So if you
And-
want, I think you could borrow this macro and just do keep lowest instead.
All right. I deal 7 damage, ignoring 1 armor.
I do
Oh.
4.
Okay. Okay.
Assume keep lowest works.
Okay. Let me get caught back up here. All right. So Bert, how much you did? 4?
4.
Okay.
Let me find out. Maybe that doesn't work.
Joe, did you succeed?
Yeah, and I dealt 7 damage, which ignores 1 armor.
Okay, that is fantastic. Okay, looks like Mifune's taking a good amount of hurt. Jake and Dan.
I missed.
Okay, Jake.
Okay, there we go.
Is that a hit?
And I missed.
You missed.
Nope.
Okay. Let's see. Mifune is going to swing on Bert because I feel like that's kind of
Game knows game. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take 1 sanity point now.
That's Kingdom Death Monsters. That's a 10 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
And that's going to deal 7 damage.
Oh, 6 points of damage in. Okay, that hurt.
Oh, ow.
For Bounty, it's going to swing at you, Dan.
This is the attack I was afraid of.
5.
Won't do it.
But then McGavin, you've ticked him off by not dying when he shot you.
This is appropriate.
Wait a minute, Chuck. I am a halfling. Shouldn't he have gone for me?
Oh God, yeah, Bert. He shoots at you. Then you're now
Oh.
invisible. He. It's a goddamn halfling. Bert. He gets a 9.
That
Priority
hits.
target change.
Yeah.
I hope you
Oh,
didn't
man.
just kill yourself, Bert. 8 damage.
I just killed myself. But it's only fair. I mean, he's gonna go for the halfling. Come
Yeah.
on. All right. So what happens when you don't go below 0? So I reach 0, which means I've got to make grit checks, and as soon as I
Yes.
fail one, I die.
That is correct.
But I can keep moving though, apparently, until I fail one.
Yeah, until you fail a grit check, you don't go down.
Mm-hmm.
You can even keep fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of neat.
Wow. Wow.
Let's double check. Yeah, you just make lifeblood, physical damage. Let's check out page 43.
Is there any saving someone from this estate, or is it just until they're done?
Let's see. So when a character hits 0, they must make a grit attribute test every time they take an action. If the character fails, they die after resolving the action. Healing magic can heal lifeblood, or the character can just use the once per day healing effect. After that once per day healing effect is used, if you don't, and that's on page 14. And that's tied to will. Well, it says it's on page 14, but 14 is a picture page, so they needed better proofing.
The joke's on you. There is no saving yourself.
This is a common thread, unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah.
Like, what happens when you reach 0 hit points? Then just a full page shot of a grave. It's like, okay.
A
Page
character
14.
once a day, you can restore lifeblood equal to your will.
Yeah. Which isn't going to help me. I'm still dead.
Yeah. So okay.
Actually, no, I guess it would help because assuming I passed the grit check, I could do that because you don't go below 0.
You don't
it
go
would give
below
me
0.
positive.
You
Yeah.
come back up to whatever your will
And
is.
you only have to make that grit check when you take an action. So if you don't want to risk it, you can just stand there and not do anything.
But I think doesn't using the will surge, isn't that an action?
It just says for free, so I don't think it
For
counts.
free. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Tyler,
Hey, I finally get to go.
you finally get to go.
So they've all moved up to us, correct?
Yep, everyone's in. So the dwarf and the human are in combat with Bert, Joe, and Dan. The human, Mifune, has taken quite a bit of damage. He's not looking good. The dwarf hasn't taken anything, and then there's the halfling halfway across the room lobbing
Or bow and
arrows.
arrow. Okay. The human is the one that's fucked up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna join in on the fight for the human.
sure.
Let's see.
Bert, Tyler might kill your character. Or not.
Nope, I don't think so.
All right, so Bert, Joe, Dan, and Jake, you are up.
So
right.
I will do that, getting 3 lifeblood back from my will.
Okay.
I will attempt to attack Berbouty again.
Okay. Now, Bert, it does say for free, so I would rule that you can still take an action here.
Okay. I would have to move to get to him, though, right? So guess I'm still attacking Mifune.
Okay.
I did not succeed.
You did not succeed. Jake, which one are you attacking?
I think I'll go for McGavin since he just dealt
I
a
miss.
massive shot to our
Okay.
halfling buddy.
You will have to get in melee with, or to get in reach of your weapon, it's going to take 2 actions.
Okay, I will
Okay.
spend 1 action to get close to him,
Okay.
closer to him.
Yeah, not Mifune. Bert, you miss.
Miss.
Joe?
Oh, and for them as well, the injured one. I miss.
Okay. Mifune is going to attack. I've got 3 options here. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see. Dan's 1, 2. Bert's 3, 4. Joe's 5, 6. Dan, Mifune attacks you. I got a 9.
That'll hit.
Okay. Uh, 8 damage.
Dang, I took a point of damage.
Oh no. For Bowdy has the same options. Bert, for Bowdy's going to swing at you.
First.
Now Bert may be dead for good this time.
I get a
Maybe.
7.
No, he does not hit me.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. McGavin. He's got a halfling in his sights. I will say at this point, you're all up in this cluttered melee. He usually gets advantage, but I'm going to take that from him. So Mifune. Yeah, that's a hit. And he is going to put on 2 points of damage. I'm
Is that
sorry,
2?
Bert. That was Bert.
That's Bert. Okay.
I said the wrong name.
How much will did you have, Bert?
I'm still alive with 1 lifeblood.
That's all you
Nice.
need.
Actually, 2 because I've got armor.
You soak 1 from your armor.
Nice.
So I've got 2 lifeblood left.
All right, Tyler, you're up.
All
Going
right,
the
I'm gonna-
distance.
I'm gonna try and kill. Is it Bert's character again?
Mm-hmm.
All right, D12. Hey, that is a success.
That's a hit. Give us some damage.
Ooh, ah, shit. Come on, yeah, there we
Shit.
go.
What kind of weapon are you using?
It's a pike.
As you skewer Mifune, killing Bert's character from Wednesday nights.
Sorry, Bert.
All right, Bert, Joe, Dan, Jake, you're up.
I can't wait till we get to this adventure when we're playing and we
So-
know that we're all gonna die.
I
Yeah.
have to move to engage with the other target,
Yeah.
right? So that's my action.
Same.
We would have to move to engage with either, right? Because there's the halfling
Yep.
shooting too.
And Jake is
So
on his
I
way
w-
there. So Jake, your next
I'll-
action you can attack.
I'm definitely going
I'll,
for the halfling because he's all raged on me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way too. I'll go towards the archer.
Okay.
Just be for Bodie and I just donk, donk,
Yeah.
donk, donk.
So Dan, are you attacking for Bowdy?
Yeah.
All right. So Jake, next action you can attack. Bert and Joe, you get about halfway across. So on your next action, you'll be up in melee, and then the action after that you can attack. That's
Just
a miss.
going
Yeah.
through the motions of attacking.
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling it.
For Bowdy, attacks.
Be right back.
For Bowdy, attacks you, Dan. And he misses.
Or neither of us are feeling it.
Yeah. Let's see. Jake, you have closed the distance with McGavin, making you a target. You are clear on the line of sight. I get a 6. Does that hit you, Jake? What's your deafness?
6.
Oh,
Above me.
it's got to beat it.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, I'm good. Yes.
Okay.
Hooray. I was perfectly ready to just take a nice, good shot right to the kidney.
Tyler, you're up. You attacking for Bowdy?
Yeah. Shit. I'm gonna try at least. Oh, not quite.
Okay. So Bert, Joe, Dan, and Jake. Bert and Joe, you two are now right up there with the halfling.
Yep.
Next action, you can attack. Jake, you're free to attack. Dan, you're free to
Cool.
try and attack for Bowdy.
That's 3 people, so we'll both get our sneak attack.
Oh, I'm gonna do it, guys.
Yeah.
Did you both succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, give me some damage.
9 damages.
Holy shit.
Only 4 from me.
All right.
He's hard to
Still?
hit.
As I shed a single tear for attacking another dwarf.
Yeah. All right. On their turns, Dan for Bounty attacks you back.
Yep.
2. That's a miss. And Jake McGavin's going to shoot at you. Oh, he gets advantage on this.
Either way, he hit.
He has to roll over your deafness.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, God.
8 is over.
What's your deafness?
6. I did not roll well on that.
Yeah, that 8 hits. So that's going to do 8 damage.
Ooh-wee. Ooh,
Still up?
still up.
All right, Tyler, it's your turn.
Poor Rowdy is gonna die this round.
That is a hit.
I'm gonna be the one to do it. Ooh.
Farbowdy does not die this round. All right. Everyone, Bert, Joe, Dan, Jake, you're all in a position that you can attack.
Right. Come on. Oh,
As Weepy, that is a banked reroll. So if someone wants to make sure they hit, I'm sorry, that's a banked advantage.
Okay. Do you want to take it, Bert? Seeing as
sure. I got to take
He's-
out this rabid
must.
halfling killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There can be only one.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. Are you going to eat him and gain all of his powers?
I hope so.
If I can,
It's the quickening.
I can't.
It's too bad. Did anyone connect on their attack?
I haven't rolled mine yet.
I
so-
don't think so.
No. Oh, yeah, I did. This might be it, Big Bandy. 7 more damage.
That is it. What kind of
Yeah.
weapon you using?
At the moment, I'm just calling it a short sword. I was going to look for something maybe a little more interesting, but
Okay.
short sword for now.
Use short sword for Bowdy to death. Cleave him right in the neck, through the beard and the neck.
Actually, just cutting the beard off was probably all it took.
It really was. That's where a dwarf's heart is. Actually, it hangs below the chin and the beard.
Yeah.
The beard comes off and he dies of heartbreak.
McGavin. Shit. So if McGavin runs, we just get into a game of cat and mouse, and you all will never be able to do anything.
No.
So he's just going to shoot.
Until he hits a door that he has to take an action to open.
Yeah.
We got him now, guys.
All right. That's Joe. He is going to shoot at you. Combat's muddied, so he doesn't get that advantage. He rolls a 9. Does that hit you?
Yep.
6 damage.
Oh wow. Ouch. I'm up, but
Okay.
that hurt.
Tyler,
Yes.
one combatant's left, and you are 2 movements until you can attack him.
I'm gonna meet. I will move up 1 movement.
Okay.
distance towards him.
All right. Bert, Joe, Dan, and Jake. Dan, you're 2 movements away. Jake, Bert, and Joe, you're all up in melee. Well, you're required distance for melee.
So we can attack.
Yep.
Hit.
Okay. Joe,
I hit as well.
Jake,
I did this too.
each of you give me your damage.
5.
Oh,
I-
5, 4, and 10.
Oh my god.
Oh, 13. God damn.
4 damage and armor piercing 1.
Okay. Yeah, the 3 of you just converge on McGavin and just cut him to ribbons. And We can stop initiative. Let's see here. Everyone contributed. So I'm going to roll a d6. 6 is a reroll. Order of the overlay: Bert 1, Tyler 5. 3, 1, 2, 3. Jake, give me a d8. You need to hit 5 or less.
Oh, for God's
No,
sake.
darkness does not go down. Okay. We're 12 minutes out and continue on finding another counter. It's going to take us way past that. So I think this is a good place to wrap.
Yep.
We'll definitely have to come back to this, play some more, because we'll throw in the additional rules I was looking at from Coin and Blood, because I think those would be a fun addition to it. Critical hits.
Yeah.
So if on an attack roll, if you roll a 1, that's a critical hit. You automatically deal max damage, and you can bank, investment in your weapon. And once you have 10 investments, you can take a magical property for your weapon.
I think it'd be fun to do something like you can double movement, but it provokes attack of opportunity or something like that.
I was thinking for a house rule of doing it, you have a movement and an action,
Okay.
because that would speed up combat quite a bit.
Yeah, only one action's
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
There's a fair amount of they walked and
Yeah.
we walked.
Yeah.
They walked,
It's
so
like
we walked.
chess pieces.
Yeah. So yeah, what's overall first impressions? What do y'all think of it?
It's pretty fun
Not
so
bad.
far.
Yeah, I honestly I don't think it's much of a role playing game. Like I think this would translate really well to kind of like a board game or a computer game.
It is
Um,
not a role-playing game. It is a
Yeah.
It's
combat
very dungeon
game.
crawl.
Yeah.
That's the entire game. Like there's
Yep.
Yeah.
nothing outside of it in the thing. This is, you're going to go into a dungeon and you're going to dungeon crawl.
Mhm.
So maybe we gotta be creative and spicing it up. with
It
some
does
other-
that.
something that-
In all honesty, like I said, it was less than an hour before we had to go live. So I just went on a random dungeon generator and just had it spin me up a dungeon with undead in it. And that's,
Yeah. That works.
if
That's
I had,
pretty easy.
yeah,
Yeah,
if I
I
had-
think if you're in for that kind of entertainment for the night, works great.
cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I can
It's
definitely see
lightweight
this as
enough
being
that
something.
if you want to mod other stuff into it,
yeah,
it's pretty light framework.
Or yeah, if you got something that you need to like do something on the side for like your main campaign, you could, and like some people are missing, you could do something like this and then just be like, oh, by the way, over here, this is happening.
I mean, that's
Pretty
exactly
fast
it.
character creation, pretty fast, pretty easy setup for things.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, there's no the only overland travel rules is on foot you move 8 miles a day, on horse you move 16. And that was like it for like not in the dungeon rules. So
Super lightweight.
Wow.
Man.
it is 100% dungeon crawl.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, that's quick and easy to pick up and throw
Well,
down. And
And honestly, I like the mechanic. Like, so if you don't want to kick down every door and explore everything, once you reduce the darkness level, you defeated the dungeon. I kind of like the mechanic.
Yeah. I do like, it's kind of like a delve.
Yeah.
with
Exactly.
that. It's like, it's
For
got
like
like
heart.
a number that you're trying to go after.
Yeah.
Honestly, you don't even need like a dungeon map. Like if you just had a deck of cards where you made encounters and made some traps,
Yeah. Just
you
put
can
a
just
card
flip a
out.
card
Yeah.
and decide what the encounter is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 100%. That's actually what I was when I was first thinking of running this for a few one shots. I'm like, I need to just make a big random table of rooms.
yeah, we could even skip doors and things like that and just say,
Like a
"Should go
delve.
to the next room."
It's
Yeah.
like a delve. Every time you
Yeah.
go to a new spot, like each increment is just a random thing.
Yeah. One of the cards is just ominous door. It's like, is it trapped? Is it not?
Yeah, because I
No.
mean, it's like the book listed any time that you overcome something in the dungeon. So yeah, a heavily trapped door or something like that could count. booby-trapped hallway, a random encounter. I think I like the idea of rooms a little bit more, where
Yeah.
there's
That
multiple.
would add some more room for like mechanics too, because like
Yeah.
each encounter could have approaches to it
Yeah,
rather than just like we move through it or we hit the things in it.
yeah.
Actually, real quick, do you want to touch on what happens if you defeat the dungeon? Since we're
Yeah.
likely not to finish it. Yeah. So just talk about like how you roll to see, because you don't
Right,
pick up treasure
resolution.
along the way,
Right.
like you're saying. So you beat the dungeon and then you get the treasure. How?
It's just a D. Let me find the specific rules. It's like a D3 plus 1. And that's, you get that much treasure. And each treasure is worth 3 coins.
Those were the D3 coins.
So for everyone to live each month, you have to find enough treasure for everybody to get 1 treasure.
Yeah. That means for a
As
party
a-
of 5. Well, and I mean, that's not even. So if you roll max, and let me.
As a brigand, I
Yeah.
can get extra treasure when we convert treasure to gold too.
Does the
so-
treasure not
that's
scale with the number of people?
Nope.
It,
It's
but
1D.
the size of the dungeon and the difficulty of it does.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's 1d3 treasure points per dungeon. And I'm sorry, and it's
Wow.
1d3 coins per treasure point.
Yeah.
Is
So-
that
So
Does
you get at
everybody roll
most
that?
9 coins, and
As a
we
brigand,
need
I can add
15
extra
for
coins,
us
so.
to live for the month.
Yeah.
Well, we go on 3 or 4 delves a month, and if
You've
we
got
survive,
venture harder.
Yeah.
well, and that's even if we convert it all into coins. Because if we want to improve our weapons, we can't, right?
Right. If you want to improve your weapons, it costs 1 treasure.
It's like the housing market. There's just not enough dungeons for everybody to make enough money
Right,
to live.
right. You all
dungeon
have
bubble popped?
Yeah, you all have to be hitting a crap load of dungeons every month to survive and then upgrade your weapons.
Let's form a
the theory
conglomerate
might
and
be
buy
that
hundreds
with
of
like
dungeons.
5 people in a party, you can clear a dungeon faster, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
don't know if that's
and
a
that's
mechanic
the thing
I'm
actually.
consumed.
The
Working 3
darkness
dungeoneering
level.
shifts.
Yeah, the darkness level is 5, or the number of players times 2.
Finding cryptocurrency.
Actually, so you go through it faster than with less
But-
characters.
The light level that you have to roll that D8 is the number of players.
Yeah.
Two players would be
Oh,
pretty hard to
yikes.
reduce.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
players, you have to roll a 1 or a 2 on every D8 roll to reduce it.
Yeah.
25% chance. So I don't know. I guess there's not really an advantage to having more or less players.
There's
So
not.
how would the math work? So what's
It's
so
just
if it
the
was
treasure is
1
worse.
player, it'd be 2.
Darkness would
Right.
be 2, and you would have to roll a
And-
1 on the D8.
You'd have so you'd have to basically roll 2 1s.
Yeah.
So it'd be the probability of 2 1s out of 2 rolls. And then the other the other end of that would be 8 players, 16. So if you beat that, because that would be 16 turns guaranteed,
Yeah.
right?
Because if
I
you had
think
8
you've got a
players,
higher
you wouldn't even need to
probability.
roll. Every time you overcome an encounter, it's an auto success.
Yeah. So you'd be guaranteed to clear it in 16. That's the upper limit of 8 players. So would you roll 2 1s over the course of 16 rolls?
I would hope. I mean, I guess, it's math, so who the fuck knows? But yeah. And it's very specific. It is 1d3 treasures per dungeon, regardless of the size of the party. So yeah, at max, 9 coins if you don't upgrade your weapons. That is enough for 1 person to survive.
We're gonna have to work hard, boys.
Yeah. A bare minimum, you'd all be looking at probably like 7 or 8 dungeons a month.
Yeah. But every dungeon is safer because you get more actions in combat on every aspect of it.
Yeah.
You have to do more danger, but
So yeah, it's a, I don't know, lightweight, fun little system. At least for a while, it'll be my go-to one shot because it's literally just random rooms and simple characters. And like I said, they don't have any built-in bosses. I mean, like there are very high level monsters in the book. There's very few monsters in the book as well. But they're also simple. I mean, what size of damage die do they do? That's really all I got to calculate. And how much lifeblood do they have? Do they have any kind of special ability? Super easy. Anyway, well, that's the end of it. We can get out of here. Bert, I know you're having technical difficulties this week.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to run our Weird Frontiers on the official Goodman Games channel tomorrow night, or tonight now for me.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure how that's going to work out. But hopefully I will have things worked out next week. So there will be streams again on my channel, but not until then.
Yeah. Either way, we'll be on for Goodman Games Saturday night, because if Bert's streaming equipment isn't available, then I'll just run a Weird Frontiers one shot, and Bert won't get to sit in the player's seat for a night. So, for us on Defenders, Wednesday nights, Thunder Rift using Forbidden Lands. Friday nights should be Shadowrun. We're looking at wrapping up the current run, and then we'll be taking a break from Shadowrun for a while so Joe can run some more of his system that he's building, Anvia.
Yep.
Yeah, as he sweeps, says money is on Chuck. We'll see. See what Bert can come up with. And then next Saturday, I think we're on for The Darkest House. Oh, Saturday today at 1 p.m. Central over on Grim and Perilous Plays. We'll be back at Strixhaven. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I fucking got. So thanks for playing, guys. Everyone who watched, thanks. Everyone who threw some bits our way, we appreciate that. Thank you. And I guess until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs. And, you know, if you see a crazed halfling craving flesh, take them out first. Deuces. I don't have the thing queued up. That's okay.